Hey, good morning guys. We're sitting out here going to do a quick little video over beginning bow hunters and what you really got to think about when you are starting to get into archery. Number one is I'd highly recommend going into your local archery shop, getting fitted for that bow. See if there's some bows out there you can try at that point. Discuss what your goals are with that archery professional there at that shop, and then at that point in time, you can start identifying what kind of bow you want. Brand, I wouldn't necessarily really isolate. I'm a huge Matthews fan. I've shot Matthews over 20 years, but there's a lot of solid bows out there, that will all perform very, similar to what you would find in the Matthews. But as you go through, identifying what you're going to need, again, that archery professional should help you out quite a bit. But what my setup is I've got a D loop here. I've also got a kisser here, so as I pull back, this kisser fits right here on that lip, and that's my anchor point. I've also got a peep sight that I use for my sight here, and then the sight itself. And then you've got your arrow rest, which is going to be where you put your arrow on your D loop or between your D loop and thread it through here. This is a drop away rest. They got whisker biscuits. They've got all kinds of rests that you can use. I'm a big fan of QAD drop-aways. You've also got your stabilizer there that keeps your bow stabilized. And then as you move into your releases, I've got a thumb release that I currently use. This works out really well. I'm putting it on there, and basically I use my thumb as the release to release that arrow. But there's also what they call a trigger release, and again, as you can tell, I'm left-handed, but you would slide your hand through there and you would use your pointer finger there to release that. So basically that grips your D loop, and then it will close by pressing up, and then you pull back, keep your finger behind there, pull back, and then when you're ready to shoot, go over and then slide, and don't yank that thing on either any release that you use. It's just going to be just like a rifle. Ease into that shot and make it a smooth, consistent pattern there. When you practice like that. But then after that, you're definitely going to want to get a target. You got a lot of varieties at Walmart, Cabela's, Bass Pro, etc. That you can use, and then also your arrows. You've got small diameter arrows. These are what I use. These are Bloodsport Impacts 400s. They're the real skinny Beeman, old Beeman looking arrows. But you've also got some thicker diameter arrows, and there's nothing wrong with either one of these. I use these for varmints, coyotes, etc., just as a backup arrow for those animals. And then you've also got your field points. So on this one, I've got a 100 grain field point there. You got a large variety of field points. That's a little longer, skinnier one. And then once you get into the whole broadhead, again, it's going to be just like you're choosing a particular bow. There's a lot of great varieties, from Rage, Thunderhead 100s. You basically got two essential kinds. You've got a fixed blade and then a expandable. There are some variations that have a little bit of both of them in there, but fixed blade are awesome, for your bigger animals. Nothing wrong with shooting with them whitetails, but it seems like everybody has transitioned into using a lot of the expandables here in the last 10 years. And myself, I've recently switched from a Rage 3 blade to a Swacker 2 blade. Have been really impressed with both those broadheads, just kind of trying some stuff out. I like the expandables because they fly like a field tip, but you can get a lot, there's a lot of videos out there on those broadheads, so definitely check with that field expert at the archery shop, and he should help you out. The next item is a good pair of binoculars and rangefinder. These are the Vortex HD Fury 5000s. These are actually a binocular and a rangefinder all in one. But you don't have to do it that way. You can do it with just a regular you know, plain Jane with a pair of binoculars, and then a rangefinder that works well. And then the last item is just practicing. You know, go ahead and get you a target there. You know, and when you get your bow, you get set up, whether that's you're buying it off of Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or eBay, or you bought it at the bow shop, or you bought it brand new or whatever. You know, take that thing out to that, you know, some sort of archery practice facility, and you know, have somebody watch your form. Have them, you know, tell you what you're doing wrong. You know, where your draw is. You know, and get better that way. There's a lot of great guys out there that have a tremendous amount of experience in archery that will help you out, and that will make you a successful archer for the remainder of your life. So I appreciate you guys watching the video. Hopefully this helps you guys out some. Like always, hopefully you guys are getting out there in nature, and best luck on your upcoming hunt.